Making up content over people's personal matters is extremely unethical. You're labeling someone as a bully while using one sided story and refuse to listen to their part of the story, and just quickly labeling them as a bully is unethical. Claiming yourself to be OG editors while at the same time using AI art as your videos, at the same time, not being mature enough to actually solve matters rather than making up content from them. All of this is really unethical. Like, what?
So if you don't leave, I can find a way to win you over.
Dramas in the editing community are somewhat common. And a lot of people usually do not get to know about this because these things are not actually like spoken of or talked about or discussed here in YouTube. But like, if you're actually just using one-sided story, then that's where you're adding more fuel to the fire. Somehow there is this account that is actually posting dramas about the editing community. Though I was a bit glad at first that finally there is someone who might be reporting the people about this, because there are a few dramas that need to be reported sometimes, let's be honest. But to be honest, now that I think about it again, I feel like that it's not. That is a personal matter of someone, a few editors, and you're trying to make content over that. You're not trying to inform people, but rather trying to just create content over that. So the account that I'm actually talking about is named as IBA's Drama, both here on YouTube and Instagram. Now, the reason why I'm saying that this account is a little bit suspicious is because this account has been made just recently. And by just recently, I mean right after when a drama had broken out between a friend of mine and some people. So, this is something that a few people did point it out, that it feels like this account is either of them, of those people who stole the lens, or is just some of their friends trying to back them up like that. That makes a lot more sense, honestly, because you can just literally see the date. It was literally made just now, and the very first video that they had posted was about that drama. But the problem here is that my friend, she has been labeled as a bully. Technically, they're only sharing the part of the story that the person who stole the lens or had this whole thing of stealing or using the lens of Pinterest. I'll get back to that later, but explain you. But the thing is that their part of the story is just being shared, and my friend, she is just being labeled as a bully. Now that's wrong. Not saying this just because she's my friend, but if it was anybody else out there, if their part of the story is not being shared and they're quickly being labeled as a bully, I will stand up for them. Because this is wrong. You don't know what happened exactly. You're just using your so called friend's statement in order to defend them and label someone as a bully quickly as you can, actually sharing their account so that people can hate them. And like, how can you mention in your account literally that don't come at any people in the comments or anything? Don't come at them. How can you say that when you're literally sharing their accounts? To give a light on what exactly happened, I'm just gonna say a little bit highlights on what happened. So, a friend of mine, I'm gonna be using her name as M, actually did a lot of giveaways before. A person out of nowhere stole her giveaway stuff, and I think it was a lens. Yeah, it was a lens, and they decided to put it there, post it there on Pinterest without her consent. Now, this is a problem itself. This has happened a lot of times. Your resources getting posted there on Pinterest. It has happened a lot of times. So this happened again with her as well now. Now the editor named R, I'm gonna name them as R. Editor named R actually used it without actually knowing about it. So a lot of stuff then happened between them. As far as I remember, the editor R actually was not actually giving them credits at first. I was actually not listening to them, listening to M, and a lot of stuff, like a lot of arguments happened between them. Now an editor named C came out of nowhere. and decided to intervene into the matter. To be clear about something, M was actually not bullying R at all. She was having a discussion with her. She was explaining her that why it's a problem. She did every single thing to explain her and ask for credits and so much more. But the thing is that IBI's drama decided to just show R's point of view. They decided to make a whole video about that and label M as a bully while not looking at her perspective at all, not looking at her point of view at all. Don't you think that this is wrong? To create a video and label someone as a bully, not wanting to accept their point of view, not wanting to listen to their side of the story. It's suspicious. It's wrong. Now, why do we feel so suspicious of this account? Is because the day when this whole situation broke out, this account was created, this video was made. Now, a lot of people believe that it's either R, C, or some of their friends who had created this account and making profit over people's personal matters. And because this account was also made recently, and recently this drama happened, like in the end of May, and this account was created at the end of May. Recently, this account revealed that they are some OG editors. Now, what do we mean by OG editors? OG editors are actually those who we consider to be actually our seniors. Okay, OG editors are some of our senior editors who basically were really famous back then and basically made the editing community really famous and invited a lot of people to editing, inspired a lot of people for editing and everything, and are at the moment actually inactive or have either left the community. Now, if we talk about OG editors, no OG editor is actually ever gonna disrespect their junior, never gonna create content over their dramas, but rather help to come in and solve the matters. To be honest, a lot of OG editors have went through these dramas a lot. They have been through all of this a lot of times and know and have the sense and have the maturity enough to solve the matters. They have enough maturity to solve all of these matters. But creating of content over this while claiming to be an OG editor, this is really, really weird on its own. Not only that, if you ever go to their channel or Instagram account, you're gonna see that they are actually using AI for their videos. If you claim yourself to be OG editors, why would you use AI? Let me be fair with you guys. In editing community, AI is not used at all, and AI is not majority of the times not accepted and always disliked by editors. AI is just something that none of us wants to use for editing because we feel like that it's unfair for those who work hours and hours on manip editing, cartoonish tab editing, and so much more. If you're claiming yourself to be OG editors, you would never use AI for your videos. Okay? You would never do that. So, if we talk about, now that I've talked about this drama, given a highlight about what happened between a friend of mine and some other editors, I want to talk about another drama that happened between a really closest friend of mine. And now, I feel like that they might be making a video about that as well, but we don't know for sure if they are gonna show my friend in the bad light or the ones who did him wrong in the bad light or what. We don't know. They're following every single person that were involved in that recent drama that happened, but we don't know for sure. We don't know what they're gonna do. We don't know anything. But anyways, so my friend just talked about communities and squads not being that much helpful or just having some issues with them and all. And as far as I agree with him about squads, though I'm an admin of a support squad myself, I pretty much agreed with him. Now the thing is that he spoke about squads, generally spoke about squads. But then someone, an admin of a squad, out of nowhere came and attacked him really bad. Like really bad. And kept on saying this that you are targeting our squad, you're targeting our squad. Well, that's wrong. That never happened. Why are you assuming? Now, this is where things get worse. Why are you assuming that it was made on you? This is another thing that happens a lot in the community, assumptions and misunderstandings that lead to dramas. This has happened a lot of times in the community, and that's the worst thing to happen in any dramas actually. Now let me be fair with you guys. My friend, he actually never mentioned any squad name. He actually didn't. He was talking about overall squad, and that include my squad as well, all the squads. But he was talking about overall squad without mentioning any name. And I never took that personally. Let me be fair with you guys, I never took it personally. I know that he has issues of his own. I know that he has opinions of his own. Even if I might disagree with him, I'll respect him because he is my friend. That's what friends do. That's what they do. Respect people, respect their opinions and stuff, even if you disagree with them. But I wouldn't attack him like that just because I got. Let me be fair. Let me be honest. I never assumed that it was about my squad. It could be. I don't know. It could be, but I never assumed it. He talked overall. He continuously mentioned that he talked overall about accounts, about sports squads. So there is no need for me to assume directly that it's about my account. There is no need for me to do that. I know. I know that I had flaws in my own support squads and all, but there's no way that I'm gonna do that. But anyways, so that account, IBIS dramas, have recently started following him as well, and all those people that were involved in this drama. Now I don't know for sure that if they're gonna, because he was questioning the same, that what if they're gonna show him in the bad light, though he is the victim in this situation, just like my friend M, who was the victim in this situation, but got being labeled as a bully. We don't know what's gonna happen, because of course we don't know what they're gonna do. So in the morning today, I decided to add a story that said that stop making content of people's personal matters. Doesn't matter you're an OG editor or not. So they decided to reply it with the story and said, we are allowed to make news over this community. So just stick with editing and being a minion. Thank you. So technically now if a person is going to call you out, that means they're being someone's minion. No, dear, no. It was fair enough to call you out because of the fact that you're creating content over people's personal matters. As I said that I was glad that there is a channel like that that's actually reporting about news. But how is that news when you're labeling someone as a bully while not knowing their side of the story? You are on purpose ignoring their story, first of all, let's be fair. And this is wrong. I'm calling you out. Be fair. Be neutral over a situation. But no, you're not being that. You're just continuously labeling someone as a bully. Be friggin' ashamed of yourself, please. I made a reply to that story and said, who even allowed you to make videos? If you're really some OG editors, you would have enough sense and maturity to solve the matters rather than making up content with them. Be friggin' ashamed of yourself. And this is what they replied with. Stick with your bad editing. Thank you for the content. I hope you have a good day. You're now being a bully. Now, this is where I actually laughed at them. So, you're now telling me that every single person's a bully who disagrees with you, every single person's a bully who does not, like, calls you out. So, every single person's a bully for you now. From your definition of being a bully, I think you're one as well. Making content like that, bullying someone like that, you are a bully as well. And I made another reply with that, obviously. Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, thank you for giving me views, anyways. Yeah, you're the one giving me views. Yeah, thank you so much for that. And I was like, you talking about bad editing while being OG editors, you're literally using AI art. While being OG editors, you should know that you're supposed to respect your juniors. And you're this much of a coward that you're not even sharing your usernames if you are really some OG editors. Yeah, okay. Be freaking ashamed of yourself. Who do you think exactly you are? And of course, I shared that. And I shared another story, of course, and with the, yawning emoji. But, anyways, I know that they don't want to say anything to me. But now here comes the thing. Since they said that thank you for the content, I know one thing for sure, that they are now gonna make a video on me. It's pretty much obvious. So I'm making this video as soon as I can and post it to reveal who this person really is, who they really are. The facts, and then just recently went up to their channel again and saw their description. They said that we are actually just here to report the news on the community. Please do not send hate to any person over here. Now that's funny. You're actually fighting off people like that, making people hate you guys, and then you say that do not hate the people mentioned in the video. I mean, I know that they're talking about the ones that are mentioned in this video, but I don't understand this thing at all. How can you say something like this when you're actually fighting off people like that? How? Now, as I've said, it is a lot suspicious that these are the same people who were actually involved in the drama that happened with my friend named M. So it's pretty much obvious that it's either them or someone else. I refuse to believe that there are some OG editors because, as I've said, a lot of OG editors are extremely inactive at the moment. They don't open their accounts, they do not look up the stories or anything. But I know that it is someone from the community, any recent account, or someone from involved from that drama that happened between my friends. I believe making this video first is gonna help people to understand this account's nature, this YouTube channel's nature of how they're profiting off people's personal dramas and so much more. You're fighting off people like that, and you think that people are not gonna actually like call you out or anything. People are gonna do that. Calling someone a minion, calling someone a bully when they're actually calling you out just shows it that you're actually the one who's wrong. You're exposing yourself to be in the bad light. You're exposing yourself so bad. And so much more. To be honest, let me tell you one thing, that this account on starting on Instagram, when they started posting on Instagram, they had followed a lot of people, a lot of editors, including a really, really closest friend and best friend of mine, but not me, because since day one I had called them out. Like, even before the YouTube, let me tell you, they created a YouTube channel first and then started their Instagram account. So when they posted their video, that is, since day one of their YouTube video, I had called them out. I have made stories of why they need to do that. A few people, upon asking me, I explained them that why they need to call them out, why they need to report and block them. And from that, I'm 100% sure that the three different people that they claim are the owners of this YouTube channel and Instagram account, are definitely those who are following me. Because there's no way that they get to know about what I'm posting, even when I have hidden my story from them, even when I have actually, like, not even mentioned them properly. A friend of mine did told me like a way that how you can view a story anonymously and they won't get to know about that. It could be possible that they have done that, but once again, we don't know who this person really is exactly. Me and my one of my closest friend who was involved in the recent drama tried to find out that who this person is. We know a way how to find out, and we tried to find it out, but we couldn't get a proof that it's them. But yet again, a lot of people who were active at that time about the drama and at that moment do doubt that it's the same people that were involved in that drama. So I'm making this video to alert people about this channel that they're gonna make content, they're gonna profit off your personal dramas. So please be careful. It's a kind request to please block and report these channels, because we don't know what their intentions is and who they're gonna show in the bad light next. As I've said, that I had called them out constantly, and I have had huge fights with them on the stories, and now that they're refusing to talk to me, replying to me again, it is pretty much clear that the next video that they're gonna make is definitely about me. Like, they said that they're gonna post a video today, and the next video that they're gonna post is definitely gonna be about me bullying them. So yeah. Okay, sorry for that. That was a cringe voice. Sorry. But anyways, so just to stay alert, it's a kind request that if you're an editor, especially the ones who follow me as well, it's a kind request, please remove and block them. They are not safe people. They might ruin your life completely, they might ruin your reputation, name, and every single thing. Though they say they do not hate the ones mentioned in this video, you know, people are still gonna hate them. This is actually a human nature. Despite being told not to hate a person, they are still gonna do that because people like to do what they are being told. They like to do that. And let me tell you one thing, you should not report on a drama or a situation if you cannot have neutral opinion on that, because that is unfair. And if you're not listening to both point of views, I don't think so that you can make a fair and just decision. You can never do that. You need to listen to both point of views in order to make a video and do something. In fact, you shouldn't even be making a video like that. You shouldn't. You are constantly claiming yourself to be OG editors. Let me tell you, a lot of OG editors that I know have left, and those who have left or are completely inactive are having respect on the next level, especially for junior artists. The respect they have for junior editors is on an insane amount of level. And then you're profiting off like that, calling their edits bad is wrong. Let me tell you one thing, I don't even use AI. You're literally using AI for your videos. You're calling my editing bad. Oh, please. I wouldn't have 1,000 plus followers if my editing was bad. Okay, I must stop. I must stop, showing off like that. But the thing is, do not call someone's artwork back. I'm not saying that just because I have been called back, but this is a statement every single person used to call them out. You're literally using AI as OG editor. You know, I'm using this term a lot now. I know. I don't know. Just, you know, comment down how many times I've used the word OG editors, okay? So, OG editors. You're claiming yourself to be OG editors and then using AI. Huh? Be fucking for real right now. Please. Now, there is another point that I want to talk about, and it's about the existence of this account at a timing. Now, if I'll share this thing with you guys, you will feel even more suspicious of this account. Last year, I went through some serious shit. I feel very weird for not talking about that situation over here for some reason, because like that situation literally started from here, and I feel really weird for not talking about that over here. But anyways, so there was a person who was actually bullying me here, making really shaming comments, and that person legit ended up on Instagram and created a whole hate account about me, create 2 to 3 different accounts to attack me. So much shit happened. The whole editing community was alerted about this person. The whole editing community knew about this situation. I kind of wonder if there are some OG editors. Let's say that there were some OG editors. Let's say that there are some editors. Where exactly were they at that time when this situation happened? Now I know the fact that this account was made recently. I understand the fact that this account was not available at that time, but the editors were, right? If the editors suddenly got so active, where were they at that time when I was going through that shit? If they really suddenly care about dramas happening in the community, if they really care about the, situations like this, bullying and stuff, where were they exactly when I was going through some real shit? Where were they exactly? Now this raises the question, where were those some OG editors at that time? I'm not saying this right now because that they are making up videos and not talking about my situation. Of course, I don't even want such people to talk about my situation, okay? I'm gonna be honest. I don't want such people to talk about my situation. I don't want such types of people to sympathize with me about my situation because they're clearly the worst people to exist. They're worse than that person. But where were they exactly when I went through that? This is a thing. This is now a lot suspicious that this is really them who were involved in that situation. Now, talking about this, a lot of people are gonna say this, that they are definitely those people, but we have got no proofs of that, so we can't be sure about this, sadly. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys understand that how wrong it is to create of content to make profit of someone's personal matters or personal dramas that is supposed to stay between the in the community and not outside of it. It's a really major kind request to please, as much as you can, report and block this channel to the fullest so that this account can be removed for good. Because this drama is just showing people in the bad light and not talking about the fact who's the real victim and who's not. So please, a kind request, block and report this channel as much as you guys can. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was helpful for you in some ways about warning about these people and everything. So please, as much as you can, report and block this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you take care of yourselves, and please subscribe for the next upcoming video. Hopefully after some ages, I guess. After ages I'm gonna post, but anyways, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Goodbye. Thank you. Bye bye.
No, if you don't